If you're a fan of what's going on in the new MOTU universe, you came to the right place. And if you're not a fan, too bad for you. Let's jump right in. What's up, everybody? I have the power. We're looking at the battle armor He-Man from the new Revolution cartoon. I'll tell you right now, immediate impressions getting him in hand. I'm a fan of this look of the new He-Man. I don't know that they capture that in that portrait. Let's take a closer look. Really dope. I'm just kind of like looking at the two faces. Definitely this is not the look that we have on the figure in the package. This looks closer to it. These all look like CGI images. None of them to me look like figure images. But then again, I'm no expert. But that isn't the image that we have in the box either. While without his power sword, or his sword of power, He-Man receives help from Andra, who creates the impressive battle armor for extra protection during combat. Yeah, so I mean, He-Man had battle armor before. You know, Andra didn't create that. Oh, there's some more artwork over here. We got Andra, some Palace Guard. I like the character. I like what they're doing with the character. I enjoyed it. I enjoy her character. The series, I think, is dope. Let's open them up and let's check them out. All right, He-Man. Inside the open compartment, there was his battle harness with the H. We've got a new system back here. Not the little slide belts, so much as a peg with a pull down. Time will tell if this is a better method. I can tell you what, that came off super easy just now. Super easy, almost no snap there. So we'll see if this is a better mechanism than the belt. It's funny because I just gave that belt mechanism and the unknown inventor a shout out in a couple of videos ago, but now it's gone. Then we've got the damaged H. He only comes with one additional damaged H. And these portions you're going to swap out from underneath the armor. It's got his fist bump, bang. His battle axe. This thing looks so dope. So dope. The silver is so well applied. And I think that that gray isn't the color of the plastic. I think that that's painted on also, that dark gray. Could be wrong. But this thing is so nice. Quick comparison to one of the other battle axes that you might commonly get with a He-Man. So just a size difference there and way more decorative and well painted. This one looks great. He-Man. My man looks dope. Loincloth check. Super soft. You know who else has a super soft loincloth? Vicron. Vicron is the other one that has. These are the only two that I have so far in the He-Man collection that have such soft loincloths. And that's significant because of how easy it is to articulate. With the stiffer loincloth, you know, you're going to have some challenges getting that full range. You know, but here, no problem. I mean, these are amazing, amazing Masters of the Universe figures. If you're a hater of these figures, I mean, you're just a hater. Because, yo, everything about these figures is outstanding. The articulation is there, the size is there, the sculpting is there, and, you know, it's modernized with the new articulation. You can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong. That looks really nice. Let's get the armor off. Let's see. There we go. So just pull it. Pull it. I mean, it's a different mechanism than the one that we're used to historically, right? With that triangular piece and you snap. Yeah, this, I wanted to see his chest. This is a new upper torso. I'm not going to go bare-chested with my He-Man comparison today, but I might do that in a future video. This is a new upper torso. I'm digging that sculpt. I'm digging it. It has a swollen, puffed, muscular look around the chest. Less of that chiseled, straight down, angular chest look. Pretty cool. Gives him more of a little buff look without making him too broad up top. Kind of like the 40th anniversary He-Man. Not that he's too big, you know. He-Man can never be too big. But I like this. I think the proportions work better for the legs. Very, very nice. Now, looking at the armor. So we don't push it in. We push it out. And then he has the other piece. I'll give it to the vintage in this case that the mechanism of kind of like pushing it and it flipping, that was outstanding. However, I don't want to trade off this torso in exchange for a hollowed out cavity with that mechanism, you know? So of all the gimmicks in He-Man that we got growing up, I only liked the chest armor one. I didn't like any of the other ones. Thunder Punch, none of that. Flying Fist, none of that stuff. I didn't like gimmicks as a kid. Let's go ahead and give him his harness look. I mean, the plastic is so rigid, I will give it to them that it does pretty much stay around his body. So you don't really have to worry about those pegs back there popping off if they don't have a good snap. That's our He-Man. He does not come with a power sword because, well, I don't want to ruin it for everybody. Watch the show. I guess I just ruined it for everybody. Happy Saturday, everybody. God bless your family. God bless us all. God bless America. The Masters of the Universe are back. And He-Man is kicking ass. Let me get some rotation here. All right, I'm just trying to see what the wobble. All right, so you got up, down here on the portrait. I just wanted to see if there was some wobble. Yeah, you got some wobble. Now, let's look at the portrait. Let's look at the portrait. Let's see what's going on here. All right, it looks better to me outside of the package. I might have had some shadows going on there that was making it hard for me to appreciate the sculpting. I think that does look close to the artwork on the box. Not the CGI images, but the artwork. Very, very nice. I like that look. I think it doesn't exactly replicate what we're seeing in the cartoon. I will say that. I can imagine that must be really hard to do, to go from animation into a perfect sculpt match. I mean, I don't know, but it's a great looking sculpt. We have some variety in the sculpts we've gotten from He-Man so far in the Masterverse line. I guess they're looking for that sweet spot. I think this is closer. I think this is closer than some of the ones we've gotten, and I'm digging it. I'm liking it. So let's go ahead and transition into our themed comparison for today. And for that, I'm going to bring out some other heavily clad, armored Masters of the Universe figures. I really like this Vicron figure because he's got the smooth loincloth, so his articulation is top-notch. You're going to get that classic original 3 designs for the characters for the Masters of the Universe line with all his accessories. And also, he's just a great base if you want to do some customs. So, very dope. You can see his battle axe there, not heavily painted or decorated like this one is. Very, very nice. Next up, I'll bring out the proper, well, not the proper, the other Battle Armor He-Man. And I'll be honest with you, I don't remember if his name was Battle Armor He-Man. You know, it might have been. They're not doing a lot of variety with the naming in this line. I'll say that as much as I love it. But he looks more like a medieval times, kind of like Battle Armor He-Man, if that kind of makes sense, you know? I'm not really sure, but I like it. I'm digging it. I was going to paint the armor bits like a really nice metallic silver, but I ended up liking it the way it is. You know, I kind of like it the way it is. He's got the knife in the boot, and that's very, very dope. Very, very dope. Next up, one of my picks for the best in the line so far, Ram Man. Absolutely love this figure. I think it's an outstanding, outstanding figure. If it wasn't for Skeletor, he would have been on my top list for best of the Masterverse line. I love all his armor bits. I think that the plastic variation they have in the different parts of him is really, really unique. He's got great wash and paint on his boots. Fun figure. And I just wanted to share him with you guys today as one of our heavily armored heroes. And last but not least, I'll bring out Stratos, who I haven't really given a lot of love, but one of my favorites in my collection, just because he looks so dope, man. I think they did a great job with the wings and the mechanism for how it's double connected here to the wrist piece. So it doesn't slide down, it doesn't slide up. Tons of room in there for it to move. This apparatus looks wonderful. He's got his jetpack. You know, I mean, he's got wings and a jetpack, bro. Like, come on, bro. That's flying. That's flying squared, bro. Come on, bro. Heck yeah, man. This is dope. And the cartoon is dope. The new series on Netflix. I recommend you go check it out. Even if you don't want to check it out, go check it out. Watch it twice because I enjoyed it that much. Let's go ahead and find common ground with Masters of the Universe. Love it so much. As always, everybody, thank you for coming out and sharing in the experience of collecting toys as an adult. Masters of the Universe is what brought me back 3 years ago. And here we are having tons of fun. I hope you're able to keep coming back and share some experiences too. Until next time, everybody. Thank goodness it's playtime.